Hi, we're here today at Harvard Eggs and Feed, and I'm David Dietz, and we are making sugar boards for our bees for the winter, and we were just going to go through and show you how we do it. So we have these sugar boards that are here available at Harvard Egg. They got the screen in them, and this is what we use. Before we get started, I put a shim underneath. That way when you're pounding the sugar in, the screen doesn't collapse, because you want the bees to be able to walk underneath it and eat the sugar away. But if the screen drops, it'll be sitting on top of your frames. You don't want that. I have these shims, but a number 2 pencil will do the exact same thing. And then once these things are dry, I take them off. And when you're mixing the sugar, you want to do it in small batches because it becomes very hard to do. And this is I already got this one all done. You're looking for this consistency of like brown sugar, and it is a lot of work to mix. That's why you do it in small batches. So now I have this one here. We are doing 16 pounds in these today. These will hold up to 24 pounds if you really want to, if you have a really light hive. Now we use these 2x4s to make our kind of our vents for so that the hives can breathe. And you just kind of pack it down in front of them, and then you can remove them. And we typically do one in the center here, because that'll be right by your opening of the hive. And then we do 2 in the back. Just gonna pull it up, move it back here. Rest in. The one thing we like to note is you don't want the sugar to be too wet. The less water in it, the better, because you're trying to have this stuff dry out. And the whole idea is that the bees cannot use the sugar when it's dry. They have to add water to it. And that's one of the big killers in the winter is water in your hive, especially in the spring. So if they're having to use water to use the sugar, it helps keep the hive drier. Now, putting less sugar in here, we'll have room to put our winter patty on top of the sugar, and the bees can come right up through this vent and get to that. All right, that's about all there is to it. Now we'll let these sit for a day or two. Lay down. We put wax paper down so it doesn't stick to the table or any surface you're working on. And after a day or two, you'll be able to pick these up and turn them sideways so that the bottom can dry. And when you're done, when they're good and dry, they'll be no different than like a bag of sugar that's been left in your cabinet for years, and you open it up and it's a block. That's what you're going for.
But it takes a few days. You can't make this
you can't
one
make
day
this the same day you're putting them on.
And put it on the hive the next day.
Right.
It takes several days to dry.
And then, we'll make another video of us putting these on the hive and how we set up our hives for the winter. Thank you, everyone.